Sorry. Hi guys. Welcome to Make With Me Monday. We have a little situation going on. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. Hope this doesn't crash everything. Yeah, that's weird. So last week, correct me if I'm wrong, I totally recorded the video. What is that called? Horizontal? Totally did that. It is telling me now that it can't record like that. Facebook. So, yeah. So I'm just fidgeting. I'm sorry. I'm just fidgeting with it right now because that wasn't my plan. I had planned to do it the other way. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry, Facebook. I don't understand if you change the rules on me all the time, okay? So, today, welcome to Make With Me Monday. I don't know why that's so stressful, but it just, like, threw me for a loop. Okay, I'm putting my hair up. I apologize. I'm going to put my hair up, and then we'll talk about what we're doing today. I am doing some painting today. We're going to paint some bath bombs. I have a couple techniques. I was thinking I was gonna airbrush just like a little bit and then do some hand painting, and it's simple, it's nothing complex. But when I have these donut bath bombs that I made last week. This is with the Cada donut mold, and the fragrance is a new one from Muddy Soap Co. that I got called Laurely. I know it's backwards for y'all, but it's called Laurely. It smells really good. It's like, the scent description says grapefruit, but to me, it's more of like a satsuma, like Jamie Kirby described it as like pithy, like a kind of like that the white part of the orange that's like soft and sweet. It's not like really like in your face orange. So I really like it, and I did some orange, and then there's some floral notes in it too, so I really liked it. So what I was going to do, the plan, before I realized how dark I had done these, was to do like an airbrush of a secondary orange, and then paint a leaf up here, and then do like a white highlight, and just do something kind of simple like that. The thing is that this orange is pretty dark. The orange I was planning on using was this, and I don't think, like, there's two kind of tones I did because I was testing some colors, but this one is really too close. I don't think that that's going to show up, and this one is too dark. I don't think that this would show up. So I also have pulled a red and a yellow. So I don't know. I might just do nothing as far as the airbrush, or maybe I'll try a couple and see how I like them, and then see. I mean, it doesn't hurt to like test things out. And just so you guys know, I know that sometimes people will say like, oh, your bath bombs look great, and I appreciate that, but I want you guys to know that I have plenty of fails. Like, I have plenty of where you know, I don't get into the groove of the design until I'm like, I've done 3 or 4 bath bombs, and so you guys see the really good ones. You don't see the ones that I'm like, oh, that one's not that great. Like, I either use it as personal use, I give those away. So it's perfectly fine to like not have it figured out on the first one, or to kind of figure out your process as you go. So we're gonna do that together today. So I think that I might. The thing is once I put the red into my airbrush, it's kind of committed to be red. So I'm going to try yellow, and I know the state of this is terrible. This is not Muddy Soap Co.'s fault. That the state of this mica bag is so terrible. This is my favorite yellow mica that they have, and I'm just like abusive to my micas. The other ones look great. But this one I use all the time, so for like soap and stuff, so it gets wiped up. But yeah. So I think I'm going to try the yellow, and then if I don't like it, I can add some more red to that. You guys have asked before what airbrush gun I use. I just use it's cheap. I got it on Amazon for cheap. I think when you're starting out and you're trying to kind of figure out like what's your groove, like what's your thing, you don't have to invest in an Iwata airbrush, you know. Get one after you've gotten a cheap one and you decide that you really like it, right? It's like, I play guitar, and my first guitar was terrible. Like, it tore my fingers up. It tore my fingers up. It was a brutal little piece of machinery, and the good thing about it was, though, is like, I knew that if I was dedicated enough to play that terrible thing, that I was okay when I was going to buy a more expensive guitar. Like, I knew that I was going to stick with it, because there's no point in buying something expensive unless you're ready to do that. So yeah, I'm going to take my ring off because I don't like getting rubbing alcohol on it. And so I'm just gonna start. So when I have that trash can here, so I'm inside this bath bomb. There's like crumblies. So basically, I'm just wiping the crumblies off, making sure there's no crumblies, and I'm just spraying the outside with some rubbing alcohol. I guess I could have my airbrush ready too. Hello. When I paint the leaf, I'm going to use a mix I already have, which I believe I did on a live. Like, I made the original mix on a live, and so I made a green on a live, and I'll have to, I don't know which one it was, but I don't want to make more because I have a bunch of it. But most bath bomb, most green and blue micas are not approved for use in bath bombs. So you really want to double check those, and then if you don't have one that is safe for bath bomb use, you can create your own by using white mica and lakes, which is what I do, and I did on a live. So let's give this guy a shot and see how it does. And I might put some gloves on just so I'm not like getting stuff all over me. Okay. I mean, yeah, I think we can keep that. I think that works. And I was just gonna do one side and then have the leaf up here. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. Word. That was easy. I like really overcomplicated that thinking on that one, didn't I? I'm going to switch these pans out so you can see them as they progress instead of seeing what they look like beforehand. So again, actually let me get a little, I'll do this so you can actually see what I'm doing. So I'm like actually just kind of running my finger inside there, making sure there's no crusties. Lightly spraying with rubbing alcohol, and then just giving it a little 1-2 with my airbrush, just to kind of lightly add some color. Okay, so yeah, so the green is going to be the green of the leaf. When I paint that is going to be with a green lake and mica blend that I created in another live. So I have to go back and see what live that was where I created that. But ta-da. The highlight, I'm going to add the highlight with titanium dioxide. I use water soluble titanium dioxide, and you can also use white mica if you want to. I just like the way water-soluble titanium dioxide like really pops against the bath bomb color. The white mica will kind of over time just sort of absorb the lake color that I use to color the bath bomb underneath it, and so it'll kind of discolor and not be as bright a white over time. So that's why I use titanium dioxide. And actually, speaking of that, this is some of my titanium dioxide, and you can see this is why I use these little silicone cups, because you can just keep it out in the air and it'll evaporate. Because I paint my bath bombs with rubbing alcohol and mica, and so that rubbing alcohol will just evaporate out and I can keep using it. Some people use oil or polysorbate 80, and I just don't do that because then I have to worry about covering it and the oil getting funky and all that kind of stuff. It's harder to clean out when you have oil, so I just use rubbing alcohol, and I think it works brilliant, so that's what I do. Jenilyn, am I saying that right? Jenilyn is asking, where is the airbrush from? I will post a link unless somebody beats me to it. It's from Amazon. Now, this exact model is not available any longer, but they have an updated version. Apparently, somebody posted the other day that they have an updated version available on Amazon for that airbrush gun. And, I mean, the thing is, it's not going to last me forever, right? It's not going to last me forever, but I also am not going to, like, feel a whole lot of remorse if something goes wrong with it, because I've had it for over a year, and that's good enough. I mean, it did what I intended it to do, and I can easily replace it. I don't airbrush a ton of my products. If you are constantly airbrushing, then yes, definitely upgrade your supplies, invest in something that, you know, is really good quality. But if you're just starting out and you're just trying to see, is airbrushing for me, right? Or is that a skill that I can acquire? Then all you need to do is get kind of a cheaper one and then just test it out and see if that's something that, like, resonates with you. Is that your style? Do you feel like really, when you airbrush bath bombs, does like that make you feel your zen place? You know, because that's really what it's about. So, and for me, I enjoy airbrushing. I think it adds a nice little touch, but it's not like my main focus. My main focus is generally hand painting bath bombs. So, and I have 3 more of these little donuts to go. So you guys, we started a Bath Fizz and Foam YouTube channel. So I'm working on some tutorials for basic shapes, vacuum formed donuts, etc. Right now there's only 1 video on there, but there are more videos coming. What's funny though, the reason I'm mentioning this is I have a phone here and I have one here, and I was trying to live stream the Make With Me Mondays. I thought that would be really cool to have those available on YouTube, because I know if you try to search in the, like people have said, where's the Make With Me Monday where she made blah blah blah, like if you try to search my name in the group, good luck. Like, you're never gonna find what you're looking for. If you search Make With Me Monday, you have a better chance to find what you're looking for, but like, it's so hard to find anything just based off searching off my name, right? So I figured that that's a nice, like, repository for all the places to go. But did you know that YouTube told me I could not stream on my mobile device because we don't have 1,000 followers, subscribers yet on our YouTube channel? And I was like, that is very numberist of you. They told me I could use my laptop if I wanted to, but I'm not bringing that baby over here. Okay, so there we go. There's the last one. I'm gonna let that dry, that side dry, and I'll work on the leaves. Now, if you want to know more about painting, airbrushing, or painting bath bombs, this is a fun place to get an idea for you. But if you really want to actually learn how to paint bath bombs, we have a class. Like, I was gonna say course and class at the same time, so that's why that came out so strangely. But we have a course on bathfizandfoam.com. It's the color study, and we have all kinds of, like, the color masterclass, and we have painting, and we have how to airbrush, and it may even be in the original boot camp we covered that. I could be completely wrong, so I don't know why I'm saying anything. Okay, so I'm going to, this is like a darker green, like a teal green, and basically I might have to stand up to show you guys. basically, I'm going to, here, I'll just do it like so. So I want this to be the bottom, and I'm just going to, and I'll come over with the top color when I'm ready. This is a little bit too thick, I feel, so I might come in and add some more rubbing alcohol to that. Okay, so there's one leafy-ish guy. Let's add just a little bit more. That is the only thing when you're doing these lake colors, is lakes really soak up a lot, I mean a lot of mica. So that is the thing that they do. Okay, so I'm going to paint this leaf on this side. And it's really, I mean, when I used to teach art and I used to tell the kids that I was teaching, there's really two shapes when you're painting or drawing, right? So there's a straight line and there's a curved line. So as long as you can create a straight line or a curved line, you can paint. Trust me, you can do it. So this basically, I mean, if you're like, man, I'm really nervous and I could never do that, which you could, you're basically creating a shape there, like, you know, two really tight parentheses or something, right? And a shape there. Ta-da. Right? Not hard at all. Alright, so instead of trying to like hold these up at a wonky kind of angle, I'm just gonna paint the rest down here, because I just feel like that's just asking for something bad to happen. So I'm gonna do that real quick. And I'm turning all the highlights right to the same side, because I do like them to be uniform. I used to prefer for my art to be like each piece was unique, but I found that customers want things to be consistent a lot of times. They don't mind unique stuff, but you know, they have this thing where it's like they want things to be, you know, if they gave it to 4 of their kids, they want all 4 of them to be the same. So I guess I understand that. Can you see? Yeah, y'all can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm just gonna like whip these out really quick, and then I'm thinking I'm gonna add a little green highlight to this, to the leaf, and a white highlight to this side over here where the yellow was, and then that'll be it, and it'll look really cool. Like, I took a lot of time to make these and I really didn't, right? The biggest amount of time is just in waiting for the bath bomb to dry. Like, don't paint them too early and you're probably pretty good. You don't have to like, you can, if you paint with oil and mica, you can paint them the same day that they're made. So I will say that I have done that. It's possible. It's not my preference at all, because the bath bombs are still delicate, you know, when they're freshly made. So you're taking a lot of risks just in that alone. And then add in the factor that you're rubbing the brush on a fresh bath bomb. You might have to move it. It just seems like a bad idea kind of overall. Okay, so we have this guy. Let's add this little green, this brush. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you. That means I have something going on. It's probably that brush needs to go away. Goodbye. And I have all these beautiful fresh brushes here that have never been screwed up by me, so I'll use one of those. If you guys are wondering what kind of brushes I use, I just use cheap brushes. I believe I got asked that a couple times in the classes too, but I just use cheap brushes. I don't know, I just like order on Amazon like a teacher set. So those are going to be kind of low quality brushes if you get teacher sets, but you get a bunch of them, kind of a low cost, and you don't have to worry about, I mean, if they get messed up, you didn't invest a whole lot of money in them, so this is good. It's good, right? Okay, so see, that kind of adds a little extra something to it, a little extra pop to it. So once again, I'm just gonna keep doing that down here so I don't drop a bath bomb or stick the paintbrush in the wrong spot, which I'm also prone to do completely. That's a complete possibility. And I will take a second to see. Oh, you love the look of the donuts. What brand is this donut mold? This is the Cada donut mold. I do not know what size it is, but this is the Cada brand donut mold. I do like, I mean, to me, it's one of the easiest molds to use. Like, even, honestly, possibly even easier than a round. Anybody have any, feel free to vote on that in the comments, but, like, I think it's possible that it's easier than just, like, a sphere, because it's just such an easy shape to nail. So it's definitely a great one for beginners, and like, they just look, I mean, I don't think I've ever had anybody say like, oh, it's a donut shape. Oh, I just don't do donuts. Like, the shape, everybody's gonna, it's a universal yes kind of shape. So, okay. So we're just basically almost done. So, remember all that water? Remember all that rubbing alcohol I poured into my titanium dioxide? Look how crunchy it still is. It's kind of like that. It just kind of does you like that. It's not, but I'm going to take my brush and just kind of squash it up, break it up a little bit. I might have to add some fresh titanium dioxide to it. That might have to be a thing that I do. Okay. Yeah, that's it. And I use, again, guys, if you're going to use titanium dioxide in your bath bombs, which I don't use it in the body of my bath bombs. I just use it to paint, and I just use it to paint highlights. I don't even use that much. But if you are going to use it, definitely use water soluble. Do not use oil soluble titanium dioxide. It is like so thick. It is so thick. It is like typically very difficult to work with, even with soap. So just, or do. I mean, do what feels right. I mean, I don't know. I guess I shouldn't just tell you what to do, but okay. So on this side with the yellow, I'm going to just add a little swipe, a little highlight. I mean, I don't know how I 100% feel about it. It may be something that I go back over as far as the design, but I think for now, I'm happy with it. I think you can get like that definite orange vibe from that, so that's good. This one, I think I'm going to try the highlight down lower. And see if I like that a little better. Or maybe it doesn't need a highlight at all. Okay, I like it better like that. Yeah? Okay. I agree. So yeah, we'll do it kind of further down so it gets kind of like that. Somebody, Jamie Kirby she came to pick up some stuff from my house. That's why I'm like, oh, Jamie Kirby. But she said that she did some design, and she's like, I didn't do your signature white swipes on the side. And I was like, I mean, it's just it's just the thing. It's not mine. I don't own that. I did not invent a highlight like in the art world. So you wanna add a little highlight on it, you be my guest. It's okay. In fact, I should just say, like, I want to see more highlights. That's what I'll just say it like that. Highlight everything. What's funny is when I first started doing the highlight was for the leprechaun hat in the Cada Molds group, and I had so many people ask me how I got my bath bombs shiny. So just be prepared if you start doing that people are gonna ask you, how do you get your bath bombs to stay so shiny? That was not the response I had expected. Like, I did not expect that to be the thing that like grabbed people's attention. So, but it did. So this orange, like, I know that this white looks so bright right now. It looks so bright. Those lakes though are gonna bleed through that, and it'll kind of tone it down a little bit. Oops, I smudged that one. It'll kind of tone it down a little bit, and I actually really like the way that it looks when that happens, because it kind of makes it, I mean, in nature, when you have, in art or whatever, when you're drawing a shadow or a highlight, I mean, it's never pure white. You know, a shadow isn't pure black. It's a darker shade of the same color that you're working with, and a highlight is not pure white. It's going to be a yellow or on an orange, or a lighter orange on an orange. So there you go. Ta-da. 2 more, and then that's it. Easy. So, you know, that's just an easy way that you can add that extra appeal to a bath bomb. You don't have to, it's gonna look fancy, it's gonna look like it took a lot of work, but it really didn't. And most of the work was in waiting for the bath bomb to be fully dry. So yeah, I will link the somebody help me out here. If it was a color masterclass where the painting thing was, I cannot remember. I think so though. Or if it was the original boot camp. It might have been the original boot camp where we did the color, the painting and the airbrushing and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's just, so I'll link that. I'll link the mold. I'll link the fragrances. This yellow was called Slug Bug, so I'll link that. I mean, I'll link anything I can think of to link, I will link. And then if you have questions that I don't answer or don't link, you can also ask me that. Let me go through real quick and read. So Peachy Keen, yeah, you could totally do this with the peach mold. Cada Molds has a peach mold. I mean, there's other places that have peach molds too, but you could easily do a peach, especially for Valentine's Day. Peaches are going to be a thing that's going to be in there for a minute. Sherry says that the donut is super easy. Yes, it's so easy. Like, I just feel like you could just always, just always get it. As long as you have even, I mean, this is a super thin Saturn ring on him too. As long as you have just a little bit of Saturn ring, that baby's going to be filled and he's going to work for you. Somebody was asking what green was I using, and is it bath bomb safe? This is a green that is made with white mica and lakes. I prepped it in another live, which is why I didn't do it in this one, because I have so much right now. I have so much, so I didn't want to make a fresh batch of it. But it is white mica with blue and yellow lakes in it, and that's how you can get a bath bomb safe green. You could also just use straight lakes, but I like kind of the body that the mica adds to it. And then Danielle says, hey, hey. And the donut shape, and we already talked about that. So, okay, guys, I think that that's pretty much everything that I see as far as like immediate questions. I'll go back through and read and see if I see anything else. And I will link everything that I used here today. And yeah, happy making.